Hello everybody, and welcome back to the channel for the video. Today we are going to talk about the narcissist and breaking ties, cutting cords, and loosing the chains and taking the hooks out. So let's jump in. What I've found, and this is more recently, I've known a lot of these things, but they do tricky things, the narcissist. The narcissist is working with dark energy, it's housed inside of them, and it's in complete control. So you're really dealing with dark energy that's ancient, alien to this world. It comes from low levels beneath the earth in the spiritual place of the abyss. And what I found, they try to keep cords hooked into you, right? Any which way they can. Some sort of connection. In the very beginning, it's heavy emotions, right? You're trauma bonded through your endocrine. That's a connection. You're trauma bonded through your emotional state, because they're both tied together in your trauma bond, and that's another connection. To get your life back, to gain your birthright back, to gain your sovereignty, and to start moving in the direction of gaining all of the pieces of your soul back, to become who you truly were meant to be. You have to cut all cords with anybody evil, anybody that is toxic. They could be friends, relatives, business partners. That's why whatever's in your web is just something you're going to be responsible and tied to. And it's going to have pieces of your soul. So evil people take pieces of you, right? When they trauma bond you, when they knock you down, they take pieces of you. And they break you apart. And if you have pieces of you in other people's pockets, they can control you. They can convince you. They can get over on you. And if they're evil, they have the ability to do something to you, which would be, to get pieces of you, you have to run spell work on someone. Or you have to just work in the manipulation of witchcraft itself. And that's why when you have righteous people in your life, they won't be a problem. Because righteous people don't try to knock you down and take pieces of you. And they don't do spell work because they're righteous. When you speak the truth, when you work and walk and operate in the truth, and you are always constantly in an effort to heal or to grow, because those things never end. But when you get to balance, you are at a state of even keel heel, in my opinion. And when you get that also is when you get your karmic debt all paid off. And in some cases, God may see that he has challenged you to clear out pieces of your bloodline. So he may put more harm upon you because he knows you can handle it, even though you don't like it. So you may go through more than what you deserve to clear out some of the righteous people that were done unjustly from your past, that were related to you. And what that does is it builds a even better legacy for you as well. It's not just to help them get their justice that was never served. Justice sometimes will come when you're gone. That's my point. You could have somebody that is in your bloodline that will fix it for you, and God will have sent them. And there's all kinds of reimbursements that come along with this. There's reimbursements in gifts and treasure. There's titles, and there's clout, there's respect, and there's love and support, relationships and family that come with this. As well as, you have to put the work in, and your healing leads you to this. But when you have settled all those things, that's when you start to walk in pure abundance and operate and start to turn on fully. You will be as maybe a new computer that's been sitting turned off, and somebody pushes the power button. At some point, will be turned on, and you'll start to move in a new direction. It will be a positive one, finally, if you've been dealing with this stuff unbeknownst to you for years and years. But they try to cord up to you and keep some kind of connection. That's why they show up and try to hoover you. Even if you turn the hoover down, you still have put them back in your mind. Or if you just spend a day with them, or you allow them to take pieces or keep pieces from you when they do hoover you. Maybe they don't hoover you, but they still have you convinced of something, you know. It could be a little unconscious. Or those maybes. They leave you with a lot of those maybes. Well, maybe they'll love me. Maybe they'll change. Maybe they'll come back. Maybe. That's why they leave that open door. It's a portal that you have to close on your own. You have to demand it closed. And you have to demand that you let them go no matter what they say or what they do or how they do it or how good they look doing it. Or how much money they throw at you or gifts. It doesn't matter. You don't want anything from them. Everything about them is a curse, including their gifts. You move on, and you have to know that when you start to turn hoovers down, the one that's right for you, the blessed one, your true counterpart will be the next one. It's the second one, y'all. It kind of makes me think of that podcast I did, The Second Son, right? Because Christ was the second Adam. It talks about him in the Bible being the second Adam. It sounds a little odd because you know Adam is not at the level of Jesus Christ. But he had to, it was an also. So Christ is everything, if you think about it. He plays every good role. I mean, he's head of the angelic hosts. He's the Son of God. He's God's Son. He's God, the God-man in the flesh. He's the Son of Man, the Son of God, a Son of God. And he's also the second Adam, the one to fix Adam's mess up. He's the one that went down to hell and spent 3 days in the belly of the earth and took the keys to death, hell, and the grave and left up his spirit to us, his Holy Spirit. Left us with the Holy Spirit. And a lot of times you may not agree with God, or you don't see things like he does. And that's okay. You just have to keep plugging along and know that he's got you, and that what you think should be right, you're just not at his level. You're never going to know the things that God knows fully. We're just mere humanity. And so what I found is on my channel, people were siphoning from me, from just being able to see me, my face, my whatever, my body, my avatar. And every time I drop a video, I would get stung with a bunch of voodoo and spell work. And that's partially why my channel has no views. But I honestly think that when these karmics, when God's really told them they've had too many chances already. I don't know why he gives them so many chances. But I will say this, I think he doesn't have to, but he chooses to follow his own laws that he makes us follow. So it's kind of like, for him to do anything down here, you may want him to do it fast, but he's following the universal law that he gave all of us. And when that universal law gets upside down for that individual, he will take them down and take them out. And that's what you have to wait on. That's what I've learned in the last week, is that God, I've always known God followed his own laws. I mean, he follows the laws that he writes for us. He follows them as well. And because he follows them as well, that's why he doesn't just come down here and show up. He treats you like he treats everybody else, unfortunately. Because, you kind of want him to do something faster. You want him to tell you something. And you have to get it to a place to where you can receive it. So it's on you, just like it would be on anybody else. Where you have favor is when, you walk in your sovereignty and you gain those pieces back. And you heal. And you work on your healing and you stand for truth and justice. And walk in an upright position that's balanced. That's when, and you follow, and you know the Lord. That gives you favor. It's kind of like he may award something to you for putting in the work, maybe before somebody else, because you may stand head and shoulders above that individual in the spirit, because you know him. And that would be favor. But you're still going to have to put the work in. It's still not going to be easy. It's going to be actually harder, because you're going to be attacked more if you know him than if you're just working off universal law. So that's what I've learned, why he doesn't just come down here and do something right away like you asked him to. And generally, it's going to have to come from you. It's not going to come from out here. That's the thing. That's just hit me. Whatever is going to come in your life for your blessing is going to come out of you first. It's going to come into you and then out of you. So it's going to come into you from heaven. And then you're going to have to either speak it out, walk it out, talk it out, or explain it, or help. You're going to have to help other people out here as you are in the action of it to understand it, believe it, and then come help you with it, or take care of it, or to bless you with it. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's all coming from you. It's not going to come from even like a miracle, right? The miracle would come out of you if you were to bless somebody with a miracle. If God was going to use you, right? It would come from you, from the heavenlies, spirit realm, to you, to your spirit, to that spirit. Or if he's going to bless you, it would be a little bit easier to understand. It would just be from, heaven's gate to the gates of you, and you receiving it and believing it, and then you would receive it as well. So a lot of times it's going to be you getting it from the inside, and then you speaking it, or there's an action that you have to walk through, and it's going to come with trials and tribulations. And then because you leaped out in faith to operate that way, things will come towards you and the people will come to help you. But it takes time. You have to cultivate it. You have to believe it. You have to grow it. You have to plant it. You have to water it. And then you have to go out and harvest it. You have to speak it, walk in it, talk with it. You have to love it and nurture it and grow it. You see what I'm saying? That's why things don't just happen when you want them to happen. And I'm preaching to myself, y'all. Anyway, I'm gonna go grind out some dollars. So love y'all. Peace be out.